for a Friday night full of NBA action. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court. Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Jerry West, first personal foul, first team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. They swipe it.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage. He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Wallace. Duren with the bucket. Duren's got 6.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Here's West. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Now here's McCollum. Outside Carter. McCollum taking his time here to the paint. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Embiid. Looking to win the run. Williams grabs the board. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Duren in the high post. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Bit early to pick up foul number 2. He's got to be on his best behavior now.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Here's West. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Now here's Embiid, trailing by 10. And then Embiid with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Wallace outside. Off target from three-point range.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Williams misses. Siakam with it. No made baskets yet. There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Checking in for Boston. And here's Carter. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Well, they might think twice before bringing it inside again. Kessler with ferocious interior defense.
To the inside. Here's Embiid.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Outside Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Here's Carter. Embiid controls the rebound and the putback.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score. In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oubre into the lane. Here's Embiid. Boston pulls it in. In transition. Here's West. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Tipped away. And so it's Boston up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And their defense.
The visiting team, 10.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Wow, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul. Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them earn points in the paint.
And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Duran. From the corner. And the basket by West. West has got 8 points. And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive teams in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and be on the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Guys, back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Keeping his head up and staying patient. This is what you love to see from Rozier as a playmaker.
Here's West. Gafford grabs the miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Down low. Turin with a steal. Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got his second basket on the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. This game will get even further away from them if they can't protect the ball.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Boston leading by 11. Dunn left side. Here's Wallace. Offline with a three. Carter, high post. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. To the middle. Here's Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in. Rozier's got his first 2 points.
And what I love about Rozier is his fearlessness as a scorer. Inside, outside, in between, it doesn't matter.
Wallace misses.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Pass to Banchero. Banchero finishes with force inside.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Wallace outside. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Here's Beasley. And he dunks it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's Wallace. And that one's on target from the wing. And Boston leads by 7.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
The ball goes to the away team.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Well, you know, Rozier is a microwave scorer. He has the ability to run the offense and get it done at all 3 levels.
Oh, Embiid knocking it down from downtown.
I just love the ball movement.
Down low. Embiid with a steal. And here's the fast break. And then Siakam with the jam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. Done with a steal. Here's Toppin. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's McCollum. Still without a bucket. Pass to Embiid. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Williams. Can't hit from in close. McCollum right side. Now here's Banchero. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Gets the 3 to fall. Wallace has got 7 points.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Now here's Beasley. McCollum outside. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A 3 from the inbound. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front. They lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Now Carter. Pass to Embiid. Here's Oubre. To the inside. And Embiid fires it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. Love seeing these type of results.
Embiid, good.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Wallace outside. Lets the three fly.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Yeah, this is where Duren wants to be offensively, as close as he can get to the rim.
There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Boston on D. They've led by as many as 11. McCollum outside for the lead. Knocks it down from distance.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
And the dunk by Duren.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
Pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Boston shooting their first free throw of the night. And so he hits the technical free throw. There's no question about the skill level of C.J. McCollum. A long-time NBA star, Stan.
Well, look, at this point, it's just muscle memory for him. From so many spots on the floor, B.A., one of the things that impresses me the most is how he scores against good defense. Well, gobbling up boards is what Kessler does best. Got some points out of that one, too.
Outside Carter. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's West. 9 points in the game. Wallace outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Wallace has got 10 points in the game. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
Outside Carter. Pass to Siakam. Three-pointer. Boston pulls it in.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
To the paint. Kessler with it. Now Carter defending. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. Here's Kessler. The layup off target.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Carter, high post. He has 6. Pass to Gafford. To end the drought. And the dunk by Gafford.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
And here's Kessler. Gafford grabs the miss. Oh, they pick off the pass. To the middle. Oh, wow!
Look out!
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Outside Oubre. Shot clock at 5. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
The visitors with the ball. Trailing by 4. Pass to Beasley. Clock at 6. Back to McCollum. The 3 is up. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Outside Richardson. Here's Toppin. Driving inside. They grab their own miss. The shot's good. Duran's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Back to McCollum. Pass to Beasley. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Here's West. And that's not going to go. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will kick?
43.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Boston leading by 4. Wallace outside. Pass to Duran. Here's West. Pounded by Rozier. And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a 5th, that could be a problem.
6 to shoot. Wallace's shot is good.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown. Oh, big finish!
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duran's future in this league.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Here's Embiid. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Duran.
Yeah, I love the use of the shot fake by Embiid. Smart basketball there.
And he sinks the 2nd. So it's Boston now. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th. Takes it inside. Here's Wallace. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
And when you talk about do-it-all kind of players, Jalen Williams quickly jumps to mind. And the scary thing is, he's only going to keep getting better.
There's a screen. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. And Oubre comes to help. Back to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to West. Shoots over Oubre. And the basket by West. And Boston leads by 9.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Boston leading by 9. There's the drive. Here's Wallace. Sinks it from distance. Wallace has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside, Williams. Wallace outside. Fires the 3. Siakam pulls down the board. Here's Carter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That free throw no good. And the second free throw is good. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Oh, the stuff!
Well, he's a crafty combo guard. You got to love seeing McCollum play the role of distributor there.
Kessler a screen. Here's West. They set the pick with the drive. 4 on the clock. Gafford rips down the board.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And so he hits the technical free throw. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. From deep. Not that time. McCollum on the left side. Kessler with a rebound. Boston leading by 8. Jalen Williams. No good from 3. McCollum with it. Boston making a switch here. McCollum outside. Shoots a 3. The triple drops.
Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situations. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done. And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Now Gafford. And stolen by Williams. Here's West. For 3. Cash from downtown.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game. Well, those are some huge points from the vet, C.J. McCollum.
Here's West. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. Buries it from outside. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Guys, what do you think?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Now McCollum. Nice! That one's good. Here's West. Puts up the tray. Oh, it misses. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Carter. So we see Boston get the win here.